Hello, welcome to Clea's World, and I am Clea Annecchiarico. Today, I would like to answer a question from someone who has listened to some of the guidance I've received from the 25th dimension and asked, okay, but so if we're going to be moving on the next year or two, how do we stay motivated right now in the 3D? And that's an excellent question. I thought I'd make a video to answer it. But before we move forward, I'd like to ask you to please like, share, and subscribe to this channel because that really helps me make more videos. And also, please do leave a message below for me. I read all the comments to let me know if this resonates with you, if it's helpful, if it's not helpful, why it's not helpful, why you may agree or not agree with it. I really am interested in your feedback. All right, let's move forward. I'm going to read the question to you. Basically, she says, so how do you find motivation when you know that this reality is going to end in 1 to 2 years? She's referring to, in case you haven't seen my previous videos about the profound messages I've received from the 25th dimension during my first hypnosis session, please go back and check them out. They are very deep and very interesting things that I hadn't personally heard anywhere else. Some of the things I was aware of, but most of it really did explain much further the cosmology of what we're dealing with. So I think that they are beneficial and they definitely allow an understanding of where we are in respect to a lot of things that are happening right now. But so in that particular session, I was told, among other things, that this is a game, and that this particular game board where we are, which is called Planet Earth, is going to be taken down because the polarity has gone haywire in the negative direction here. So this particular game board is going to be taken down in the next year to 2 years. I had the session in August, and they said 1 to 2 years from then. And I've gotten further timelines about this, and I will put out the content of my second session soon in the next few days. So definitely do stay tuned. But let's refer to the 1 to 2 year timeline that we were given in my first session. And basically, the point this lady is trying to understand is, okay, so how do I mean, what's the point of doing, like going to work and continuing to do what I do on a daily basis when I know this is going to be over anyway? I think this is an excellent question. And I think it goes back to understanding why we're here. We are here to enjoy this game, to have fun in it, to believe that this separation is real, that what we have around us is real. It's basically the concept that you've heard about a million times, which is be in the now, focus on the now, be here completely right now. A lot of us, all of us, I would imagine at some point in our lives at least, spend a lot of time in the future, in the past. We're reliving memories. We are hoping for things to come, and we rarely realize where we are. This is, for example, one of the reasons why we have anxiety, concerns, depression, worries. We may not even be sleeping well at night. It's because we're not really here in the present moment. Because if we did focus on the present moment, we realize we're okay. Most of the things we have in our head are things that have to deal with, oh my goodness, what's going to happen? So that's been a really difficult lesson for all of us, how to stay present at least some of the time. I think this is one of the reasons why meditation is beneficial, is because it allows us to be present to ourselves, which is something that's very hard for us humans to do. And I completely realize that, and I'm definitely guilty as charged. For me, it's definitely a challenge to be in the now most of the time. So going back to this question, how do we motivate ourselves? Very simply, if you think about the fact that we're not going to have this anymore, and we are never going to experience this 3D reality in the way we have, these are really our last chances to experience the beauty that is on this planet. this planet is not all dark. There is beauty in nature. There's so much beauty in nature. There is beauty in people. Be close to your loved ones. I know that there's been a lot of extreme polarity and extreme differentiation and separation that's been pushed down onto us based on silly ideas about what we should do with our bodies and what we should think of people who have different choices, make different choices, which really, when you break it down, is really a nonsensical that you would cut off a person because of one idea. We are a collection of thousands of ideas. There is no chance that two people will agree on everything, on thousands of ideas. They cannot match because we're all different. So we are puzzles. And so you're going to find that if you speak about any subject, you're going to have disagreement. Even if you agree, even with people that you agree with, you're going to have pieces of that subject where you don't absolutely see eye to eye. But for some reason, there are certain subjects that are so divisive. I do know this is done on purpose. Again, originally the idea would have been for us to experience separation and experience diversity, which is wonderful, but it's been taken to the extreme where it's actually being used against us. We feel bad no matter what. And now we do separate ourselves from loved ones, which is the worst thing. Because the point is we come in with these people to experience each other. I won't even go as far as to say to love each other, which is really, we are love, but that's what we're supposed to do. That's what we are. We're way past that. Right now, we're lucky if we agree to disagree and to respect each other despite our different opinions, which is, I can't even believe we've come to this point, but it's what it is. It's part of the game. Again, and one of the reasons why this particular game is being taken down. So what can we do to actually enjoy the last few months that we have here? It is to focus on the beauty of life, spend time with your pets, do more of the things that you love. I understand you still have to survive, you still have to work. Otherwise, we'd all be quitting our jobs yesterday, probably. Most of us are not necessarily doing things that we love doing, but we do it for money. And many of us would rather not do it if we didn't have to. But at the same time, so you might not be able to get rid of this aspect of your life, but you can make an effort to focus on things that do bring you pleasure. The idea is that there is a lot of pleasure to be had on this planet, and we should take advantage of it because, again, we'll never feel and live the way we have on this planet again. All of us are moving to different places. All of us are moving into a higher level of consciousness. Frequency is increasing for all of us, no matter where you end up going, whether it's back home to the 25th dimension or to a different planet, or where you might think you're still on the old planet, on this planet, but it's not going to be. And it's going to be a lot better than this because that's what we've been envisioning as a collective. Or if you are going to New Earth, and again, not everybody's going to be going to New Earth, but some of us are, you're never going to have exactly the same experience. So let's try to enjoy it while it lasts. Like today, for example, it's a pretty chilly day here, but it is sunny and I love it. I'm happy I'm making this video. We try to take pleasure where we can. So another point that I wanted to make, because I want to make sure that, because I completely understand where this person comes from. She has to work and she doesn't want to work. Obviously, a lot of us spend most of our life working, hoping that one day we're going to enjoy. So the point now is to actually redress that imbalance to where we enjoy as we go, because you can't really put off things. Nothing is certain, nothing is guaranteed. So I hope that this idea that this is not going to last forever is going to make us feel more motivated to actually make an effort to enjoy, have that picnic, or call that friend that you want to hear from, because you really don't know if you're going to be in contact with this friend anymore when we get ready to move on with this reality. The reason I want to, why I think this is an important question is because I think it brings home the fact that a lot of the things we have done have been for survival purposes. And we have been living in a way that was never meant to be. We were supposed to come here and enjoy creativity, enjoy joy, and to be happy and to connect with each other. But we have kind of thrown ourselves or pushed ourselves into a corner, and we have been pushed into a corner where we haven't had really the chance to enjoy as much as we would have. And I'm not saying that, you know, we should have spent our entire lives be trust fund babies and spent our entire lives being on vacation, even though there's nothing wrong with that. And it should have really gone that way if money hadn't been created and hadn't been introduced as a rule into this game. It probably could have gone this way, because really it makes no sense that we would have to pay just to be born on this planet, to survive on the planet we're born on. It boggles my mind when I think about this. We pay for things that exist on the planet that we are born on. Who made this rule? I mean, when you think about it, I mean, it's really a brilliant rule. It will definitely change the rules of a game, but wow, so much disarray created out of that. It's just unbelievable. What a crazy idea when you step back and you look at it. What a crazy idea. We are paying for water. We are paying for food. There should be trees and vegetables everywhere where you get hungry and you reach for a branch and you grab food. It should be available to everybody. But we instead have an agricultural industry that not only charges us for food, but also poisons our food. When we start going into the rabbit hole of how crazy this reality is, I know we will not miss it and we will be fine. But at the same time, there's a lot of beauty here. So I just want to make sure that you appreciate it while we're here and don't feel like, oh, well, what's the point then of doing anything I'm doing? The point is that we did come here to experience doing what we are doing. So let's hang in there. Let's do it a little bit longer. Things are getting better, even in this dimension. I know sometimes it's not so obvious out there, but it is true. If you actually detach yourself and step back, you will notice a lot of things are a lot better than what we are perceiving through the media, even alternative media sometimes. Keep in mind that people have different agendas behind putting out certain things. Anytime you encounter an agenda of fear, you will know. If you are fearful about stuff, it means that you were in contact with some lower vibrational energy and some lower vibrational intentions. It's not necessarily the truth. So again, what I always say is go inside, connect to your heart, and see the truth for yourself. Everyone can. We can all do this. You don't have to be a channeler, a spiritual guru to do this. We all hold our own truth inside ourselves. Well, thank you so much. I hope this helped. Definitely leave me a comment, but also please like, share this video, and subscribe to my channel. And I would very much appreciate you doing that, because it really does help with the algorithm and it allows me to make more videos. Thank you so much and take care.